I observed Miss B at Lone Oak Primary, and I chose to observe first grade because I thought that was the grade that I actually wanted to teach. But turns out I don't really want to be a teacher anymore. I think I'm going to go to cosmetology school. And if that doesn't work out and I decide to be a teacher later, first grade is not going to be my first option. I think what happened was I went into my 11th and 12th grade year of high school, and I did Introduction to Teaching 1 and 2, and I observed in a first grade classroom. And I actually observed in the same classroom for both years with the same teacher, and I just kind of realized that they're not all like her, and the kids, they're not all like her kids, and the way that she ran her classroom and the way that she taught, I completely fell in love with, but I realized that it's not really all like that. And every teacher is going to be different, every kid is going to be different, and I don't think it's for me. But in this classroom that I observed in, I picked up on a lot of things, and although I don't want to be a teacher anymore, I did learn a lot from Miss B, and the way that she handles certain situations in her classroom was pretty admirable, really. And I also realized that there are a lot of things that you have to deal with as a teacher, even more so than just it being told to me by my teacher. Like, I know that we're told that we have to deal with these certain situations, but until I actually saw them, it didn't really click that, oh, well, you are their mother figure. You maybe be the only type of stability that they ever have, or the only type of instruction that's ever given to them, or the only person that really cares about them and wants what's best for them aside from their education. So those things were pretty hard to wrap my mind around, really. But the classroom management that Miss B used was everything had a place. Every single time of the day was for a specific thing, and the kids knew that when the big hand was on the five, they were supposed to be doing this. And when they first walked into the room, they had a specific routine that they went through every single day. And if something was off or if there was a sub, the kids went completely crazy. Because I was there one day that the teacher wasn't there. I wasn't aware that she was going to be missing, but she did. And she left some sub notes for the sub, but I don't think the sub knew what was really going on, and she just assumed that since I was in there, I knew what was going on. So she kind of just handed me the work and said, "Here you go." And I planned on being there the whole day, so that was also very eye opening to me too. That I don't want to be a substitute ever, and um, the kids were disrespectful to the substitute. They completely ran over her. They didn't listen to her. They barely even listened to me. And whenever we were in the hallway, the procedure that Miss B had them follow, they completely threw out the window because there was a sub. And I know that kids are young, and especially first grade kids, they're going to push every button on the substitute that they see, but it just really, it was completely out of hand. And at one point, the substitute didn't know what to do. Like, she didn't understand how to do the worksheet, so she just picked everyone's worksheet up and told them that we weren't going to do it. And me being in that position, I had no idea what to do because, to be honest, I didn't understand what we were supposed to be doing either. So I took it to the teacher across the hall, and she didn't know what we were supposed to be doing, so we just completely didn't do the worksheet. I don't know, but they had zero structure whenever the substitute was there and the teacher was missing. Um, their seating, they don't have flex seating, which is very like weird to me because other classes that I observed from my other class, they all have beanbag chairs, stools. Some of them sit on the floor. Some of them sit by themselves. Some of them don't even have a seating chart. But in this grade, I think it was important for them to have a specific seat because kids this young, they need structure and they need stability. And knowing whenever they walk in every single day, okay, I'm going to sit here and that's not an option, I think it kind of helped with the obedience and as well as like staying on task. Um, they have their phonics. They have like a specific way of going over their phonics and their red words and their spelling words, and the teacher comes up with all kinds of like fun ways for them to be able to remember different things. And I think that that really does help them, because whenever they are spelling out a word, she says like pound it, and she'll say like that, THAT, that. And then whenever they're actually writing it, you can see them over there doing it by themselves, and I think that that really helps them remember that, as long as like with their other words and their red words and things like that. So I definitely enjoyed my observation. I don't want to be a teacher anymore, but I did learn a lot from her, and I am thankful for the experience, and I'm glad that I was able to observe Miss B. And yeah.